In this video, I'm reviewing the Milwaukee M18 Grease Gun, which I got right here. It's an M18 Milwaukee battery-powered grease gun. And I got this on the recommendation of my brother-in-law, who's a professional mechanic, who's worked on everything from cars to heavy equipment to tractors and everything else like that. And the reason I got this is because I've got a piece of equipment that I need to grease regularly. Well, this thing is amazing if you need to grease something that has 10 or 12 or 13 or 20 grease zerks, and you're just more likely to grease something when you have this. And so it's got actually two different modes here. You can turn it on high or low, 1 or 2 right there. And then up here at the front, you actually have what's really cool for if it's nighttime or whatever. You got a little LED right here. And then you also have up here like kind of a lockout so that you won't grease something. If you've got this in the back of your truck, you put it in the center there. And then even if the trigger is pulled, nothing will happen. Now, another nice feature of this is that you can actually change how much grease you want. So if you have something that you know takes a certain number of like grease squirts, I guess is the way to do it, you can rotate this from 1 to 10 or whatever. And then basically when you pull the trigger, it'll give you like one squirt of grease or 2 squirts of grease. But on is just going to constantly go. Now, the first time I loaded this up, I did it completely wrong. I tried to load from here, but basically what you need to do is you have to pull this handle all the way back, and then there's a notch that it sits in right here, and then you unscrew this tube, and you can put full grease tubes in there. So you just take like a typical grease tube, put it in there, and you're good to go. But I will tell you, if you're greasing a piece of equipment, this is going to save you a lot of time as well as headache and aggravation from using a hand one that you get pretty tired of quickly. Now, a couple things to note about it is that you've got over here this purge valve for when you're loading it up or when you're using it and you're having issues. If there's too much pressure in there, you press this purge when you're reloading, and it will let the pressure out of what's in the line and allow you to close this thing up a little bit better. So you can see here's the tip here, and we'll just squirt a teeny little bit out here. We don't want to squirt too much, so my other battery was dead there, so we swapped it out for one that's all charged up. So show you just how this thing works. We've got it on. I pull the trigger here, and grease will come out. You can see right there. I'm trying not to make a mess, but this thing is awesome because of the pressure. I've never had an issue greasing any kind of zerk, even dirty ones and stuff like that. Obviously, you want to wipe them off, but heavy equipment, there's just junk that gets around everything. And being able to do it this way, I find that you're going to be much more efficient maintaining your equipment, and you're more likely to do it because it's kind of fun versus with the hand thing after like 4 or 5 zerks, or a fitting that's really just tough, or somewhere you got to grease in that's just difficult to access with the hand one. This thing makes it real easy, and you've got a nice long tube on here, so you can kind of fit like anywhere. I've just got it wrapped up in that thing for now, but you can pull it out of there and get even more. And the tube's nice and flexible, as you can see, so you can get in all kinds of weird angles and do what you need to do and get grease where you need to get it. And that is what it's about: maintaining your equipment and saving yourself some time. Heartache, aggravation, definitely great for pros, but also good for the homeowner or somebody that's got a piece of equipment or a car or whatever have you have that you need to maintain that's got grease zerks on here. All the grease zerks that I've got, this is fit on perfectly, but you can use a different adapter if you need to. You'd screw it off here and then figure out what you need. So overall, been very impressed with this piece of equipment. Highly recommend the Milwaukee M18 Grease Gun. Going to save you a lot of time, going to be more efficient, and it's going to be way easier. And that just makes it more fun. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.